Hello, and join me on this episode of the Market of Secret Lighthouse. And welcome everyone. So today I want to talk about how to build an email list that generates sales very, very fast. So now, before we go into that, first thing I want to talk about is traffic. So when you're building an email list, the traffic that you're targeting is very, very important, right? So you want to target hot traffic. And the reason why you want to target hot traffic is simply because, well, we know that cold traffic is traffic that knows the problem, but they don't know anything else besides that they're feeling a problem and they're trying to find a way to resolve that problem. And usually this traffic will mean that you have to educate them about the solution and who you are and, build up that trust before they can make a purchase. The next thing is that we know that warm traffic knows about the problem and a little bit about the solution, but you still have to educate them more about you and more about the solution in terms of getting them, to make a purchase. So this will also be slightly slower because you still have to make that education in order to get them to buy. But when you target hot traffic, the one thing that you will notice with the hot traffic is that the prospects already know the problem, they already know the solution, and they already know several people presenting the solution. They may not know you yet, or they may know you, but they haven't purchased from you yet. And so the goal there becomes you showing them the benefits of your solution, comparing the pros and cons, and giving them all those reasons to buy and making offers and things like that, so that you can help them, make that purchase. Now that you've taken care of, the traffic that you're targeting, the next thing is being able to interrupt your customers' thoughts. So you need to know what kind of thoughts your customers are thinking so that you can, help them make that purchase. And some of the things that you want to be addressing when you're addressing towards hot traffic is the questions. So they may be wondering which is more effective, product A or product B, or which one has the best cost benefits, or which one will be best for my situation. So if you're taking, the idea here is they'll have a lot of questions, and being able to address them is very beneficial. The next thing is they'll have roadblocks. So these may be the reasons why they haven't made a purchase yet. It may be that the past experience has contributed. In that case, you need to overcome those objections, those roadblocks that are preventing them from getting the results. The next is you need to talk more about the results and how to help them see that even though they've had all these setbacks, they've had all these roadblocks, you can still help them go from where they are to getting the result that they want when they want the results. So now that we've talked about that, the next thing I want to talk about is a traffic source. But before we go into that, if you want to get more opens, more clicks, and more sales on your from your emails, no matter what you're selling and who you're selling to, I want you to do one thing. I want you to subscribe below, and I also want you to click the comment that you're subscribed, and I'll respond to all your comments. And I also want you to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future content on how to increase your email marketing sales, no matter what you sell or who you're selling to, and how to motivate people to take action right now using proven emotional triggers, and how to target your perfect customers who wants to buy from you now. And once you've done that, let's go in and talk more about our next step for our customer, which is my slides, which is the traffic source. My slides actually jumped, and I'm not going to edit that. So yay! So the traffic source. So when it comes to traffic sources, there are three ways that I like to categorize them. The first one is Q&A sites. And these will be like sites like Quora, Reddit, Yahoo Answers, and other sites that have places that you'll find, your prospects asking questions and answering questions. Next, you have search-based traffic. These will be the traffic that are actually searching which product is better, A or B. Where can I get this product? How do I use this product? So this will be search traffic. This will be Google, YouTube. You also have Pinterest. People can search in Pinterest. Next one would be social-based traffic. This will be where your ideal customers are already just engaging, interacting with friends, family members, and what you want to do is you want to interrupt them and introduce them to the solution that you have to offer that may help them overcome the problem that they're facing at the moment. And so these will be things like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all these other places like that. So now that said, you need to decide which traffic source and how you're going to use one of those. And one thing I wanted to say about the traffic source is, when you're targeting the traffic source, you need to make sure that the people you're getting are going to be people who are actually willing to open their emails and read them, right? And one of the best places to get traffic of people who will actually open their emails and read them will be to target solo ads. And the reason being is because solo ads are essentially you getting customers from people who have lists of customers. And those customers will only get from where they are to your website by clicking a link in their email. And guess what? In order for them to click that link, they had to open their emails. So that means when you're getting these traffic, so these people, these customers, that means you're getting people who are already opening their emails. They're used to opening their emails and clicking. So this will really reduce your bounce rate. It also means that when you send out your emails, they're much more likely to open them. And one of the best places to get solo ads, I have a link in the description for a fast traffic source where you can get a lot of solo ads deals. So you can check that in the description. I'm fading out of topic here. So the next thing that, now that we're talking about traffic, is a landing page. You need to do a lot of tests on your landing page. And one of the things that you need to look at is your headlines. You need to have a killer headline. You need to split test your headlines. There's a lot of books and software that can help you create a lot of headlines so you can test them very, very fast. You need to create an irresistible lead magnet. This is going to be very important because the more opt-ins you get, the more customers you're going to get. And that means when the conversions are breaking down, you still have a lot of customers who will make a purchase. And the next thing is call to action. Your call to action is really important. So you need to split test that. After that, you need to optimize your sale page conversions, right? And you do that by testing your headlines again, testing your sales copy so that you have a killer sales copy that's profitable, generating more sales, and from your emails, right? Because when you send them from your email to your products, you want to make those sales. You want to make sure you have a killer testimonial, and you have a very good risk reversing, guarantee. Not just one of those simple, but a very showing them that they have nothing to lose when they make a purchase, so that they're not afraid to try. Next thing is making sure that your product has a nice offer and bonuses, highlighting your key features. So you have features, benefits, and meaning. So making sure you're highlighting those on your products, because your customers, especially if they're hot traffic, they're going to be really looking at those benefits, trying to narrow down which product will make them, will be the best for them. And then aside from that, adding upsells will mean that if a customer has already made a purchase, they're much more likely to make another purchase, and that will dramatically increase your sales. So making sure that you have order bumps and upsells on your offer, on your product sales page. Aside from that, the last but not least that you need to have is you need to make sure that you optimize your email opens, because we've already got the customer, we already have the product, we have everything taken care of. But all that means nothing if your customers aren't opening your emails and reading them. And the best way to optimize your emails open rates is to make sure that your subject lines are really good. I made a video on past on how to make very simple tricks you can do to write a killer headlines. I gave 11 examples, very beneficial when I look at that. Next thing is your call to actions in your emails. They need to be very simple. Where research has shown that if you use a call to action that links to a video, talking about a video, your click rates skyrockets, really goes up through the roof. And so you need to make sure that you're using those. And if in your subject lines, if you're using the names, making sure that's personalized, you're really going to get also much higher open rates. And then you also need to test the sending times, especially since most of your traffic is going to be at different time zones. Sending an email to someone 3 a.m., I don't know about you, but I wouldn't open it. So testing those to make sure that you're getting the best results. Aside from that, if you have any thoughts, questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to reply. And aside from that, there's more resources in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on this past episode. And I will see you on our next episode. Good evening.